Would you vote for Glenn Jacobs if you could?
He is a Republican, and I'd have to know more about what he stands for. And if he's a Trump man, then I would not. I don't stand by anybody that stands by Donald Trump. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Jimmy Cornette or whoever the fuck it is. If you stand by that man with his ethics, his morals, anybody that wants to cage children and separate them from their families, and that's just the tip of the iceberg of what he's done. And I do not have the time, energy, nor the length of show to list all the reasons that I despise that piece of shit. But no, if you stand by Trump, you do not stand by me. Just that simple.
Second City CM Punk wants to know, how does the King like his steak cooked? Very important question.
Medium well, but believe it or not, I much prefer a half-pound hamburger over a half-pound steak. But if I'm going to have steak, medium well, I think O'Charlie's makes a pretty good steak. My good friend Jeff Ruby over at Jeff Ruby's makes the best steaks.
Have you had Cattleman's before?
About every single day. What's that?
Have you had Cattleman's steak?
I haven't had Cattleman's. No,
Cattleman's is good.
It's pretty good. I haven't had it.
Great steak.
You take me sometime.
You didn't ask the question, but I'll answer
the
it.
The day you buy your red hoodie, we should probably go celebrate with that steak.
Sure. And I like my medium. I know they didn't ask me that question, but I figured I'd answer.
He likes the horse disciplined out back, or not the horse, but the cow. He likes the cow severely disciplined out back and then let in on a rope. And that's about how rare he likes his. Severely disciplined. He don't even want them cooked.
Smith's 0511 wants to know, do you think the development now is better than it was in OVW?
Excuse me?
Do you think the developmental area, like the way they develop talent, better now than it was?
I personally sent 54 people to the WWE, combined me and OVW over a 10-year period, put 135 wrestlers at least got an opportunity to go to the WWE, at least to go up here and be on TV with a tryout match, a dark match, what have you. We sent 135. I sent 54. Many of those people got full-time jobs. Many of those people became millionaires. And no, it doesn't even remotely compare. And the shame of the matter is that they had 300 times the budget at NXT. And this doesn't even mention the facility. Their monthly budget was 300 times what OVW had. It was embarrassing what we had to function with and to get the most out of what we had. But it was not their baby. It was mine, Jimmy's, and Danny Davis's baby. And we were never, ever going to get full credit for what we were producing out of there. And it was honestly a miracle. We had the worst facility in the history of wrestling when we started. The one we ended up with on Shepherdsville Road wasn't too bad. But what they ended up getting down in Florida, I mean, it's just a damn mini Raws, all it is. I mean, just millions and millions of dollars spent. And they didn't spend anywhere near that much on us the whole 10 years we were there, just in what the facility cost. We never had that much money spent. So, but I still have guys up there making millions of dollars, and there's I don't know that any real stars at NXT is actually produced from scratch. All my guys were produced from scratch, other than Mark Henry. And you may as well say he was too, because he knew nothing when he got here. He'll be the first to tell you that. Big Show didn't know shit when he got here.
I think the only two are Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns, I believe. I think everyone else came some kind of an independent before they were in NXT, so they kind of traveled.
There you go. 2 to 135, so... Because everyone else been trained and developed somewhere else before they ever got there, and a lot of them were already stars.
And I guess we got to also count Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss, so a few more women's side too. So I guess
probably more on the women's side. I would grant you that, but but we had a hell of a Divas run too, man. I mean, hell, you remember we had Maurice and Mickey James,
and Maria,
Roca, who goes by something Melinda.
Wasn't Gail Kim too?
Gail Kim trained and developed here. Gail, Victoria. She was one of my favorites we had here, man.
Lisa Marie or Victoria?
Lisa Marie, Victoria from scratch, man. Day one. Matter of fact, she was supposed to have been in Bolin Services and was going to be called The Rock. But Sergeant Rock was going to be her name. And I screwed it up because I said when she gets here, and I wasn't supposed to do that. Because and then when I realized what I'd done, I switched it to, well, like I said, when he gets here, we're gonna. And Jimmy says, no, they already know it's a girl. He didn't think that switching it to he, so she ended up with Conway instead of me. But Sergeant Rock was going to be in charge of whipping Cena, Rico, and Mr. Black into shape. That was going to be her job, and Bull Buchanan and Mark Henry. And so, yep, she was going to be Sergeant Rock. And I fucked it up because I said when she gets here, and Cena just looked at me like, you weren't supposed to say that. They said do anything, but do not say that it's a girl. And I'll be goddamn if I didn't do it anyway. So.
If Kenny was healthy enough to do so, would he manage Asuka or James Ellsworth?
Fuck no. Good. He's barely qualified to be a manager himself. And how many? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt Asuka to have but I think the fact that Asuka speaks a little English works for her and Shinsuke both. I don't think they would be as successful with managers, to be honest with you, even me.
Jaron Creed says you said before about thinking about rejoining OVW. If so, is there any news on that situation?
It's not looking good because Gilbert Corsi's still on the show, and if he is, I won't be. And I mean, I love Al to death, and I'd love to be a part of it, but he probably needs Gilbert more than he needs me because he can get any of those yahoos in the back to come out and do some color commentary. But you can't get any of them to come out and do play-by-play. And he is on Fox 41, so it hasn't really led to that many extra viewers from what I've seen. The fact that he's on Fox 41, but it gives a little bit of credibility to that spot. Go ahead.
I was gonna say today he was there, and I'm not gonna say who said it, but somebody said something very not nice about him, and I was shocked.
Who said it?
I can't say it.
Or you can't say. You can tell me on camera.
I can tell you off camera. Yeah,
off camera. Is it anybody I know?
Actually, you wouldn't know this person. No.
I wouldn't know this person. Okay, I thought Punk lit him up. Maybe.
No, Punk. Actually, I didn't remember seeing Punk and them interact.
A lot of real good talent left OVW over him. Now, I didn't leave over him. I left over Trailer Park Trash. He was becoming a douchebag and tough to deal with, and he didn't really like me and Chris telling people the right way to do shit when Trash would tell him stupid shit to do. Me and Prince would correct them, and he didn't really like that too much. So he wanted us out of there. So and I even though he never said that, it was obvious when I went into the hospital. He was just undermining me, trying to make sure that I still had no desires to come back to OVW.
Hey.